Welcome, friends. I'm Cheryl Mitchell, one of the founders of the Con Hogan Award for Entrepreneurial Leadership. And it's my total pleasure today to be doing a very short interview with this year's award recipient, Joe Wiah, who's the director of the Multicultural Center, has been very busy in refugee resettlement work, among many, many other things. And I will ask him to tell you briefly about his work, and then we'll talk a little bit about the award. So Joe, do you want to let us know who you are? And
Sure. Thank you, Cheryl, for this chance and opportunity, and thank you to the Con Hogan Award Committee for unanimously selecting me for this year's award. It was a real pleasure. It is a pleasure, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity. But before I go into that, my name is Joe Wiah, as I said, and what I do is I'm the director of the Ethiopian Community Development Council branch office in Vermont, called the Multicultural Community Center. And as the director, I lead a team of now. When we started, we were about just 3 people, but now 21 individuals are working here. About 50% of the staff are those who are immigrants who just came in, and myself, including myself, who have been here a while, and also those who've been here, who were born and lived here. So we are from the staff level now. We are mostly the real multicultural, and I'm leading that team of group of people from different backgrounds, trying to provide support to new Americans who come to Southern Vermont. We have um, let's say 3 offices now. We started with one little office, but now we have our main office on Putney Road in Brattleboro. And then we have another center now called the Multicultural Community Center. So we call it the MCC. It's based downtown on Best Street. And this center is used by both the refugees as well as area service providers. So it's like a melting point where people come and provide services, meet with refugees, interact with refugees. Refugees come here to interact with community members. It's a walking distance to most of our refugees. So it's a real, you know, um, gift, not only to us, but to the refugees and the community. And then in recent times, we also opened an office in Bennington. And Bennington now is officially a refugees resettlement site, approved by the Department of State. So officially, we have 2 towns that have been recognized by the Department of State as refugees resettlement sites in Southern Vermont: Brattleboro and Bennington. So in a nutshell, this is what I do every day, coordinating all of these different pieces. We have over 100 refugees that came to Southern Vermont, and majority of our refugees are still here. We have very little people, very small number moving out of Vermont, and that speaks to the welcoming nature of this state, and people feel welcome here. So people are mostly staying. We also see people, some refugees living from other states who are moving into Vermont because those who are here are saying Vermont is much better place for you to be. So we see that kind of inflow of refugees coming to Vermont, which is a good news. And the community support has been overwhelming. There's volunteers, community partners. And Cheryl, as you may know, this part of the state has not been for so many years. I think since the Vietnam War, has not been a refugees resettlement area before, South of Vermont. So it was really tasking for everyone here, all the providers, hospitals, the state offices, everyone that had to give some support to the refugees. We're all learning. But I think as a community, we learn fast, and things are getting much better than before.
And as you said, the work that you and your team have done was just so impressive to the committee. And I should also tell people watching this that a link to you and to some of your work will be at the end of the video. So
Thank you.
we're wondering if you might talk very briefly, and if you don't want to do this, that's fine, about what role the award from the Hogan Committee played in your current life, if any. And you're happy to skip it if you want to not talk about that.
Oh, no, no, no. I think it's, the first thing it did, it did to me was to reflect on, first, I least expected that my work, for what I've, are you there, Cheryl? It went a little
It
bit.
went blank for a
Yeah,
moment, Joe. I'm hoping that it will pick up what you were saying.
yeah. So I was measuring the 3 areas. One, I took a break to see family and my mom in particular. Um, I think we share photos with the committee. My family welcoming this award. My mom, I had to explain a little bit to her what it actually means. She um, didn't understand it that much, but then I had to explain to her what it actually meant. She was really happy with, I being one of those. And then the second one that I did mention was that executive coaching I'm using because to do this work, I realized that areas I need to improve as a person too. So it's giving me that executive coaching. I'm using that. And then the third is financial literacy. So these are the 3 key areas. And financial literacy to new Americans, because all of the support that refugees receive or continue to receive, one key areas that is lacking. And from my experience, for the years I've been here, is that we as newcomers sometimes do not understand the financial process in the United States and any other country, because we don't know, and because we were not born with that the system. So sometimes you see every little money people make, they want to send everything back home, knowing very well now this is your new home. You have bills to pay. You have to save for yourself. You have to prepare yourself for when you get old. And giving those tools right away is very important as same as getting other services. And this is what I'm focusing on with this grant.
Wow, thank you so much. It's so inspiring to hear you talk. Do you have any advice for people that are thinking about nominating somebody else?
Yes, my advice would be, um, I didn't know about this. I was someone from, one of my friends from somewhere have recognized what I do and nominated me. My advice to those who may not know, please, if you know of someone, be a whatever they're doing, but that has made a change in people's lives, please nominate them, because it means a lot to the person. It means it like the recipient right now. I think my life has changed so much with this award. Um, you know, people said to me, "Oh yes, I heard about your award, right?" And people never knew about me. I received an incredible, beautiful letter from our retired senator, Senator Patrick Lee, which was so overwhelming for me, and I have it right on my desk. Put it in the frame. It changed people's lives. And this award, I encourage anyone who is thinking about nominating someone, please go ahead to nominate a person, because there are heroes out there every day who are not on the radar. But your effort, that little thing you're going to do, will change not only that person's life, but millions of people that person might be working with. So I encourage people to do so.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Joe, for taking the time to talk with us, for all the incredible work that you do, and for encouraging others to be involved. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you. And have a
Have a
good
good
day.
day. You
All
too.
right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.